Hello everyone and welcome. Vinny here, aka BNSF 6951, with an update and progress on my N-scale Peavine layout. First we'll start with some new power that I got. First off is a Walthers Lifelike Proto Jeep 60. Makes the third one in my consist, and I intend to get one more. Second one is a Dash 8 40BW. That's an Atlas. This one is equipped with a lens decoder, and I really don't like it, so eventually it'll get a Digitrax. This guy already has a Digitrax. And to get on with the program a little bit, we'll go to my reconfigured engine facility. You guys remember that it used to go off in that direction. Excuse the mess on there, but eventually I'm going to get some of the Kato modern office buildings and put them in this area here to represent downtown Phoenix. So now we'll get on with the rest of the layout. I haven't touched anything down here. I've been concentrating more on covering up the plywood prairie. So I started in this section here, which is Mariani Distributing and Western Refining. Arizona, or Phoenix's landscaping, consists of palm trees, cactus, which fell over. But anyhow, continue on. I did, as you can see, some more ground cover, and in Western Refinery, I started adding the many 55-gallon fuel drums that'll be there. Anyhow, to continue on, the trees, or palm trees that I got from a company in China. When I got them, they look like that. So I repainted them, and they look a lot better. Also, the trees here are what they call Palos Verde trees, which is here and here. And these are not commercially available, so I hit up my friend Bobby, who lives in Tehachapi, California, who does trees, and I sent him a couple of pictures of the tree, and he put them together, and they are very close to the prototype. Anyhow, Bobby also does these trees, and if you need any trees, give Bobby a call. This is his card, and I'll post it later on in the text, but give him some business if he needs some trees. Anyhow, we'll continue on the layout, and we have Hutig Building Supplies, and then we got Builders Express Lumberyard. Further down we have Prax Air. They do special gases for welding and acetylene and all of that kind of stuff. I'm moving into the intermodal yard. As you can see, I have built the check-in canopy, and I used this guy Eric Hall's method for the roof with the ballast. Thank you, Eric. It worked out really nice. I like it if you're watching the video. Then we come down into the intermodal yard, and as you can see, I made a little parking lot for the semis, a little MyJack crane there, and then we move on to the container storage, and we've got a couple locomotives and some cars in there already. I can get about 20 cars in that yard. There's some cactus, and we get to the Glendale Depot, and my friend Lane told me that I would have a problem with my antenna, and Lane, if you can see this, you are 100% right. It just barely fits under there. Anyhow, it works, so we'll keep it there. Next on the list is Sun Electronics, then it's LexJet Distributing, and then it's Phoenix Plastics. That's all in Glendale. Now we move on to Peoria, where I'm going to have a little scrap yard there. There's supposed to be a siding there, but I could not fit a 7,000 foot siding. So we're just going to have to forget about the siding there. Then we come over to the Aquafria Bridge. Goes over a dry river bank. Now we're in Surprise area, and you'll find fertizona and cow gas in that area. And this is as far as I got the last time that I did a video. So now we'll move on to what I've done since then. Since then, I have added a new section with mountains, and this will be the Hassyampa River, more mountains, all the way to the end there. And this will be either going over a highway or it's going to be another canyon. I'm not sure yet. I could do either. I'm a little vertically challenged, so the reach from the floor to that corner back there is way beyond my reach. So what I did was, first of all, I built myself a little platform, and second of all, what I did was, these mountains can come off, so I could work on them. There'll be two more sections left to this layout. As you can see, the track curves there. It'll go along this wall, and then one more time on this wall, and it will stop right about there. Anyhow, maybe we should see if a train can run around this thing. I have a pair of SD40s already set up, and we'll see. They're just leaving the yard. If I could do this without shaking the camera too much, we'll get rock and rolling. Okay, I got my controller in my hand, and let's see if we can get it to go. First we need to go in the right direction. I think we got a 20 quaint chain consist on here, and we'll see if we can make it all the way up the hill without no problems. These are Kato SD40-2 snoots. I renumbered them to 6951 because that is my birthday, and it is a prototypical number. I did put some LED lighting in here that I got from Walmart. And I don't know why this is being blurry right now. And we're coming up the hill, and we'll soon be going through intermodal yard on the main line. And here we go through the yard. Now this is the first test run of this on this new track plan, so if we have a problem, we have a problem. Good, bad, or ugly, here it goes. I don't care. We are using between 1.5% and 2.5% grades on this whole layout. At this point here, I believe it's like a 2.2%. And so far we're looking pretty good. Sorry for that, guys. I couldn't see my controller. And so far, this is a new section of trackage right here. And we're looking good so far. Excuse the auxiliary lighting. We're going to go across the Hassyampa River right now, and I went ahead and painted it blue just to get an idea of what the color would look like. And we're approaching the pretty much the end of the track over here. We'll be going through a cut right there, and then across another little bridge, and the end of the track will be right about now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and comments and questions are welcome. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.